to take a second out of their daily lives and understand what I'm about to say. 13 years ago, I met a man named D-Mac. And when I met him, we actually hit it off. First time we ever met, we hit it off. We were boys. We were teammates. We were brothers. And as we got older and we progressed, and I started this company, and we started with Justice. Initially, let's wind back the clocks to 2015. When I started this company, I told D-Mac, I said, listen, me and you together with Sledge and Brothers will absolutely reign terror over the world and the independent scene. So what does he do? He comes out, stabs me in the back, and is being just absolutely a thorn in my side, and he has been since day one. Here's the thing about D-Mac. When we started this, he told me over and over and over again before we started, listen, man, I just want to be with you. Like, I know that you can lead me. I know that you can take me to the promised land. What happened? That bitch went ahead and stabbed me in the back from day one, show one. And you know what? I made it a point in my career to end him. So time after time again, since 2015, D-Mac's existence in this company is known with Justice's involvement. So let's fast forward the clock to 2018, when CWF closed doors. I wrestled D-Mac. And I will give him one thing. He is physically tough. But, as I learned from a very young age, he is mentally weak as hell. So what I did when we closed doors is I reformed Justice. And with my plan, once again, the guy that begged on his hands and knees to lead him, the one that ended up stabbing me in the back, we triple powerbombed him and ended the company. So you know what I did after that? I said, you know what? That isn't good enough. So let's fast forward the clocks from 2018 to about 5 or 6 months ago when we restarted this. When I took back over the company and I made this thing legit. This company was never meant to be over the top. This company was a bare bones, backyard, tough. We were a tough company, and we lost that because of bitches like D-Mac. So what I did was I said, this man is no more. After our last show 6 years ago when the company closed doors, I took it upon myself to go ahead and check D-Mac into the asylum, into the Highland Psych Ward myself, a branch and a hospital that I own. So what did we do? We took him in, we beat him like the bitch he is, we put him in a gown, and you know what? I had such joy for those 6 years out in my condo watching him on camera just rock back and forth, rock back and forth. He looked like a complete idiot because you know why? Again, he's mentally weak, and I broke him. I broke him to where he couldn't even stand on his own 2 feet. I had to have the guards come over and feed him by mouth because he was such a little mentally weak little boy that he couldn't even eat his own food. So we had to come over and force feed him to eat. And I said, you keep him alive because I want the last laugh and the last image of his life to be with RAIDER standing over top of him. I'll tell you a perfect example, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I have true words from the heart to say. Fast forward the clock to 2023. D-Mac had visitors. His mother and father came in. For the first time in 6 years, he had visitors. And I got the call, I knew they were there. So I figured, why not go down and see him myself and pay my respects? So there D-Mac was in the center of the cell, in his own shit and piss, and rocking back and forth. And his dad and mom are standing outside there. And old Bo himself said, "What happened to my baby boy? He was such a good boy." And I looked at him and I said, "Bo, your son is a bitch and he's gone forever." And I kicked the walker out from underneath his legs and I watched his old ass crumble to the ground. I spit in his mom's face and I said, "If I ever see you white trash folks again, you will both get the same fate as him." 6 months ago. The escape. The alarms are going off. I look in the cell and he's gone. I don't know what happened, but he escaped. But you know the truth of the situation. I knew he would escape because I'm the one that arranged it. I'm the one that allowed him to escape. I let it happen. I'm the one that set the false alarms. I'm the one that told the guards to let him go. Covered it up. Because you want to know why? Ending his life in a jail cell wasn't good enough for me. So when I knew I was opening up CWF doors again, I knew I wanted to be on camera, and I wanted the whole world to see me bury D-Mac with my own 2 hands and take his ashes and dump them all over my body to truly signify me as the winner. Me and D-Mac have the most personal rivalry in CWF history, and you're going to catch the aftermath and the ending and the obituary of D-Mac because G-RAIDER is going to sign off on his death certificate. And I'll tell you one thing. I heard that D-Mac got married. Well, I knew that was going to happen too. I sat off to the side. I watched him with his beautiful bride. There was also a patient of mine in there in the cuckoo house. And they were sitting there holding hands, loving it up. And you ought to have seen the dirt balls of this thing. It was just absolutely disgusting. And I watched them get married. And you know what? A part of me was kind of happy for him, but a part of me was like, honey, you better enjoy your last moments with your husband. Because I allowed that to happen too. I wanted him to get a glimpse of happiness before I end her life. Before I end his life. And his family will never remember him. They will only remember G-RAIDER, the champion, the owner of CWF. D-Mac, this is your last warning. Stay away, or G-RAIDER is going to kill you live at Battle Mania Part 2.